The trending has been Jadakiss versus Common.
Where did this come from?
I don't know. That's what I was.
The internet.
Ask.
The internet.
There was a reason why it came up on people's lists, but I don't. It took a life of its own, and then it was no longer about lists or the origin of it. It just became about Jadakiss versus Common, who's higher on the all-time MC list, and people had strong feelings on each side. And I think it's a crazy argument because there's only one right answer,
And that is
I think we all know. On the count of three, we can all just say it. 1, 2, 3. Common.
Jadakiss.
I love how
Jason
you didn't participate.
I was just listening to your bullshit.
Lay out the arguments here. Let me.
All right, here's the argument.
These are two names that I would have never even thought to
Pit against each other.
To pair up.
pair or.
So if I'm like, because when we start ranking all time, everybody's in the mix, right? So the different genres, different styles, all that. But if we rank it all time, Common to me is higher than Jadakiss. It's not a tough argument. Here's the argument for me.
Well, where do both of them sit on your all-time list? Start. Give me that.
Neither is in my top 10, but anywhere under that, I wouldn't fight nobody for it. On my list, they're probably around somewhere between 15 and 20. Both
So
of
they're about 5 spots apart.
yeah,
At the most.
Yeah, at the most.
I think
Yeah.
they're both in the 20s, regardless. For me.
Okay, yeah, that's probably more. If I thought about it more now with more rappers, but I'm just saying they're definitely top 25. I think everybody would agree with
That's
that.
fair, yeah.
But and they're toward the bottom half of my top 25. But I think Common is a very strong case for being above Jadakiss. One, it's if you talk about classic albums, which I do think should matter.
Yeah, discography, album-wise,
It's not even close.
it's not close.
It's not even close.
Solos.
Solo.
Yeah, Common has 3 indisputable, to me, classic albums, but at least 2, right? Resurrection literally changed the way hip-hop, people thought about hip-hop. It marked a major turn in hip-hop.
That's a classic.
y'all-
I'm with you on that.
Y'all about to bee me to death, huh?
B,
And
absolutely.
B, to me, is one of the...
I just knew it was coming.
You know,
B is
it's fine.
incredible.
B is incredible.
I'm agreeing with you
Check that
guys on Resurrection for sure, and B is great.
Those
Yeah.
are two. Those are both. I know y'all hate Mike's, but those are the 5 Mike albums for me. And then for me, like Water for Chocolate,
Like Water for Chocolate.
which is my
amazing.
which
It's a
is
good album.
one of my favorite albums of all time. And Find It Forever, 1 week, it just wasn't B.
Yeah.
That's
All right, I
4.
don't know what's on that one.
When you hear it, you would know.
Which one is Finding Forever?
There was the one right after B.
One
that
right
was
after B. He was still Kanye
mostly
produced.
Oh,
Kanye.
knock it off. Knock it off.
It wasn't B, but it was still
Knock
a
it
B
off.
album.
I'm not doing this with y'all. Go ahead.
Then you got the battle resume, right? He was because when you think about his battle versus Ice Cube, was important. It was important to hip hop. I mean, Minister Farrakhan intervened. I mean, it wasn't just a small battle. It was a huge battle that affected black culture, hip hop culture. Again, and you can make the case he won. You might not think that. Some people say Vaseline. Some people say the bitch in you, whatever. It was a major battle. I'm not going to put the Drake battle as a major battle, although he held his own. He's battle tested.
So he was tough. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's been in he's had great features, great posse cuts.
Slow down before you rush to the features.
Okay.
So on the battlefront, he did that versus Ice Cube, one of the greatest battles of all time.
Yes.
Against Ice Cube, right?
Yes, one of the greatest rappers of all time.
One man.
I mean, you could say against, yeah, sure.
Just one person, right?
Uh-huh.
Mark, you need some sleep. I'm telling you. You're spilling coffee all over yourself. You got the jitters.
Yo, shit was hot.
Mark needs some sleep.
This shit was hot.
And the Drake, if you want to count the Drake battle, that would have to be a loss, right?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, he lost that.
Yes.
Canada Dry? You think he lost that?
Yeah, he lost
Yes.
that.
Lost it?
He lost
Yes.
that
Okay.
one, Mark. So, all right. So,
But
one,
Sweet was fire. It wasn't like a blowout.
That's
or
what I was
nothing
saying. He
crazy.
held his own.
I'm not saying it was,
Okay.
but he lost that one, right? All right, so go ahead to the features.
You think about some of the greatest posse cuts of all time, like Respiration.
Oh, no, stop. This is where he loses. Like,
Let him talk.
Stay away from
No.
On the internet, I'm still staring at
Please let the
go.
man talk.
Let him go. The floor
Respiration is
yours.
amazing, but
Please
Let him
let
cook.
the man go.
I think every verse of Respiration was dope, but I'll take Respiration off. My point is, he's been in multiple moments of hip hop. He's lasted through the 90s.
Oh, he left.
I mean, like,
Punch
when
back
you-
down.
if the only person on my
RES and then fucked up the rest of the
if the only person on my side is saying don't go Respiration, is he?
I love that record,
Wait,
but
right.
features, he's not winning against Jadakiss.
At
No,
all.
I'm not saying he's winning against Jadakiss on features.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying I'm talking about just Common's resume. Take Jadakiss off the table for a second. I'm saying he's battle tested, elite albums, been on classic songs, great features. Has one of maybe the greatest hip hop love song of all time, "The Light." So you're talking about classic tracks too. I mean. Also, I used to love her. They make movies after that shit. Using hip hop as a metaphor for women comes from Common. So its long-lasting impact on hip hop is also cemented. And he's part of the Soulquarians, which is one of the greatest hip hop collectors of all time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you're.
Stop
you're,
it.
I'm just saying.
Mark,
I think Common.
Mark, stop
Common
it.
is a hip hop legend, and so is
absolutely
Jadakiss.
is.
Hey,
So
yo,
is
take your
Jadakiss.
soul querying ass over there.
Okay.
Jump in
And
the
he's
water.
in cocaine 80s.
Jump your ass in
that
the
is
water.
fire, but
He is in cocaine 80s.
Soulquarians.
Throw
I
good-
love Soulquarians.
good music,
I'm
throw
not
it all
putting
in
them
there.
as
Fuck
one of
it.
the
Yeah.
greatest hip hop collectives ever.
What'd you say, Parks?
I love Soulquarians, but I'm not putting them as
I am.
one of the greatest hip hop
I am,
collectives.
and that might just. And shout out to Questlove, it's his birthday today. But
Happy birthday,
I'm-
Questlove.
Happy birthday,
Rest in-
Questlove. I
rest
love
in
you,
peace,
man.
Dilla.
And rest in peace, Dilla.
But I'm not doing it. And
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
These are all the people y'all saying aren't part of the greatest hip music collective, right? D'Angelo.
There's just not enough
Badu.
Work.
There's not enough work.
There's not enough work.
There's only like 3 or 4 maybe tops albums. That
I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but we always say they ain't got enough work when we don't want to choose them, because when we get to Biggie, all of a sudden he's in GOAT conversations with 2 albums.
I stay in the same. I say the same thing. He's
Right.
in that same conversation.
Same thing with Jimi Hendrix. I mean, there's people who are goated without a whole lot of material, but that's my comment.
Yeah, but Biggie's short list of material
Impact
is
is-
way bigger than Soulquarians. Respectfully, because I love Soulquarians.
Unless you talk about Erykah Badu's Mama's
Mama's
Gun,
Gun.
unless you talk about Common's like Money for Chocolate, unless you talk about D'Angelo, unless you, I mean,
yeah,
I
you got to
just-
throw in a
Stop
Circus
it.
Electric or whatever that shit was too. So
which I think.
don't do it.
No,
don't do it.
I'm
on your
gonna
side.
die.
Don't do
I
it.
will die alone.
You will.
Electric Circus was ahead of its time. That's all
Okay,
I'm
enough
saying.
for you now.
Now,
Enough.
where's the
Enough.
Jadakiss
Once we
argument?
get to Electric Circus.
I'm not repping Electric Circus, but it wasn't a terrible album. That's all I'm saying.
it wasn't good.
Listen to it now. I bet you.
I will.
I
I
promise.
have recently, actually. That and the Common has a pretty interesting discography in that he has multiple albums produced by No ID. He has an album produced by Pete Rock. He has an album produced by Kanye. He has an album produced by the Neptunes. The Neptunes one was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
Beyond horrible. I
After
don't know
Final
what the
Forever-
fuck they was thinking on that
After
shit.
Final Forever, I'm like, that's the end of his run for me.
Yeah.
That's why it's cheating for me to be in these, because my views are unique to me and me. What y'all talking about is one of the reasons that I probably am not going to rank Common above Jadakiss. Is Common wins the relationships battle by far, and that
Oh, I don't know
matters.
about Common was the corporate relationships, but I think Jadakiss, everyone loves Jadakiss.
Not what I'm saying.
No,
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's different.
Not what I'm saying.
Media darling shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I'm thinking ignorant.
I'm saying Jadakiss came
I was
in
thinking Serena.
on a shit deal.
He did.
On a shit deal, had to fight to get off that deal, then paid to be a part of his next run, which was the Rough Riders run. That's when we got the real music. And then from there, he's just been him.
Coasting.
Like relying on his skill set and what other MCs think of him. There's been no Common, a large part of, and he wins the longevity battle, but a large part of that is his relationships and his label situations. I know that the masses will never count that stuff.
I think that's a fair point.
The masses will never, but yeah, come on.
But that to me, that's just why Common is ranked higher.
I was on Def Jam when Common B came out. And we know what time it was with getting one Kanye beat at that time.
Yeah.
So for him to pop up with an album
Yeah.
and it be fire
Yeah.
and Kanye is piping fucking hot, he was out of here. Common was gone, man. And again, one of the greatest MCs. So please
sure.
don't get. But I'm just not sure if I personally. But I'm from New York too. Like I'm sure.
I think it's
I'm
a
sure
lot
a lot
of
of.
bias.
So Jadakiss appears on more songs that are important to my hip hop lineage than Common.
Yeah, the banger list, Common loses.
Yes,
Like the bangers that Jadakiss is on it's not even close.
but I think if I had to, if you left me with 5 Common songs and 5 Jadakiss songs, right? Or 3 or 2 or 1 or whatever. For me, the Common ones are a little more important. Like to me, there are very few songs in hip hop that are more important than The Light. There are very few songs important.
I Used to Love Her is- yes.
I mean, I'm just going.
That would be number 1.
They're not in that order. I Used to Love Her to me is top.
Yeah.
The Light for me is the hip hop's greatest love song, along with maybe like Renee and a couple other, but very, very, very small.
All of that shit is
And Method Man,
100
of course.
slots behind Benjamin's.
And
I'm not. Yeah, I don't.
All that shit.
I'm
The,
not about that.
the Light is 100 slots behind
Yeah,
Benjamin's.
but then you can't put the Benjamins in the same conversation.
That's just different genres to me.
That's a
But-
posse cut with Big.
I think they're
and
both.
Prime Puff.
I think they're both different genres.
And I think that's fair. And I think that's why.
That's why I would have never thought to even
pair them.
to
Yeah, they don't-
do
they don't-
this.
But we
Yeah,
get
it's,
to
a,
the-
it's an interesting head to head.
Yeah.
And I think they're very close, by the way. I think
Yep.
they're within 2 or 3. I think Redman's probably in that same kind of stratosphere.
Yes, but I got them both above Redman, but not by much.
Okay.
Again, I don't think you're wrong if you have Redman higher. I think they're all in the same conversation. There's not a wrong answer. But I haven't heard what's the case for Jadakiss?
Nah, hell no, man. I'm from New Jersey. I can't sit here. I can't sit here. There's no way I can sit here quietly and let y'all say it.
Y'all don't say y'all.
Even if y'all
saying
are
that
right.
shit.
Even if y'all are right. Because I'm not going to argue it. But I'm from New Jersey. I can't let y'all do that, Redman. No way.
No.
Y'all.
You don't think Common's better than Redman, my nigga?
All right, so there's also a different conversation
Take your
here.
light
And even if you say Common is better than Redman, I'm just not going to do that while sitting in New Jersey.
No, but hold on. I didn't say
Timbuktu.
Yeah,
I didn't say
I'm
better.
not
saying that shit.
Swaziland.
Y'all have changed the conversation. I didn't say better.
Sure.
When we talk about great, like on MC list, we're not talking about skill. We're not talking about who's a better rapper. We're talking about, to me, greater involves the whole career.
The whole collective.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
ask
what I'm
you
saying.
this. Let me ask you this.
I think Redman and Common, sorry to interrupt. I think that's a pretty fun argument because they both went into film and
They did.
the later part of their careers.
And they're
were-
both in the same peer group.
that's in the same era.
Yeah, it's the same era of hip hop.
And they both didn't go into film. And I was about to ask that question. If you pull Common's filmography, IMDb, whatever you want to call it, away from this, Common's public persona definitely diminishes by some.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of unfair at that point.
But that's what I'm going just by
A
the
lot of
music.
people can't separate.
A lot of people can't. You can't separate what Common has done in the entertainment sphere versus what he's done in the music sphere.
And I think that's
Nigga
true
was
for
in
L-
John Wick, bro. Like that nigga has A-list shit on his resume.
I'm with you, and that's the same argument for L. We can say it about LL, Latifah, all the people who are greats anyway.
Yes.
We can't separate them, but I still want to be able to have them high on the great list. But what is the Jadakiss
You have
argument?
Common higher than Most Def?
Yes.
Yes, but Mos Def is a better rapper, a better MC. But just when we talk about body of work and impact and all the other things we just talked about, as much as I love Mos Def when he's rapping, it's just not enough of it.
You think the Common Ice Cube battle was bigger for hip hop than
Jada and Beans.
Kiss and Beans?
Yes.
Yes,
No.
yeah, I think so.
Hell no.
I think it's apples and oranges.
It is.
It's apples and oranges.
It is.
They're two
I
of the
agree.
best battles
That was the
ever.
best battle ever.
What?
To me, well, one of the best battles ever.
Which one?
Kiss
Kiss
and
and
Beans.
Beans.
Did Kiss win that?
And this is the problem.
That's a
this
tie
is
to
why
me.
they
That's
don't.
tie.
This is why they're not paired well.
Sorry.
I'm not asking nobody in New
Because
York
the
these
Common
questions.
Ice Cube battle was bigger in commercialized shit.
Yeah, true.
The Kiss.
That's what I'm saying.
But the Kiss and Jadakiss battle was some
Kiss and Beans.
underground,
Energy,
gritty.
man.
Let's get these
Energy.
lyrics out.
I think that's fair.
Shit.
If
you know what I'm saying?
Again, if you say I wouldn't die on the, and I would say Common's battle was bigger, but I also think I don't think Jadakiss won that battle.
It don't matter.
It was a tie.
What you saying? See,
So-
us
so
saying
he
it
didn't
was
lose
a
the
tie.
battle.
Yeah, he didn't lose.
Yeah,
Can't lose.
I
He
disagree.
lose.
I disagree
Because you're
with
from
that.
Philly.
I'm from Philly, so I'll take that as a bias, just like y'all from New York.
But that's
this whole
part of why
conversation.
that battle was so great, because who knows who won?
Yeah.
No, I didn't give a
But
fuck.
like, it ain't just us. It's a lot of motherfuckers outside of both of these cities that'll say, "Damn, I really can't call that one."
Yeah, it's
I don't
definitely
know
close.
who won. Some years I say Kiss, some years I say Beans. I change my mind all the time.
Every day I
That's
say
an
beans.
amazing battle.
Every day I say beans.
Of course you would.
See, but still, all y'all still doing is chipping away at the
Common and
argument.
Cube to me was so big because Common was already dissing them niggas on I Used to Love Her. So,
Right.
so
Right.
all right.
Yeah, well, sort of. I think
I
Cube
don't
got
think
his feelings
they
over that a little
overreacted.
bit.
Yeah.
Who won that
Respectfully.
battle?
You think?
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
I don't think he was dissing the West Coast.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I don't think that was his intention.
Yo, this is one of my favorite hip hop songs of all time.
Yeah.
If I heard that, what he was saying, that was a West Coast diss.
It was 1,000%. 1,000%.
I get what you say. I know
That
why
is a-
people
I
say
mean,
that.
and if
now
you-
she popping tops and hitting switches. Now she's a gangster hanging with gang. I think he was. I don't think that was about.
I don't think that's a diss at all.
I don't think so either. I think he's more just talking about the twists and turns of hip hop. And he might not like all of them, but I don't think he was saying like "fuck the West Side Connection," which is basically how they took it. I don't think he was saying "fuck Ice Cube."
New Joe Budden.